What does dance mean to me? That's such a huge question.
I mean, the reality is dance means just about everything.
I feel like with dancing and with movement, there is a way to tap into human expression and human connection and all the things about being human that are really hard to understand.
It's kind of like the language of dreams.
The CUNY Dance Initiative is predicated on the reality that there are spaces that are appropriate for dance that are underutilized at certain times of the year. We've worked with 13 CUNY campuses across the 5 boroughs to create a structure, a formal program that invites New York City-based choreographers and dance companies onto these campuses. To my knowledge, there is no other program of this size or scope across the country.
I had my first CDI residency in 2015 at Queens College, and that was a rehearsal-only residency. So I prepared for several commissioned works there, and I also spent a week in the summer with several of my dancers doing research that eventually was fed into a later CDI residency. But at Queens College, we did also engage with the students by teaching a master class and a choreography workshop. CDI is valuable to New York City dance makers because it really allows us to connect to populations that are not the ones most obviously interested in dance. It's an amazing chance for us to connect to sometimes very young people and to help them get interested and excited about an art form that they may not know a lot about yet.
2016 was our first residency, and we had a relationship with John Jay College. But unlike many of the other residencies, we ended up in residence on their upper rooftop, their amazing garden jaywalk. And they were kind enough to let us use that space as our place of testing and performance.
Through CDI, we had not only rehearsal space, but we got to have some community touch points. And those were huge because I met people who really connected with MB Dance and with the piece that we were making at the time, Attend Me. And folks that I met during those CDI work in progress showings are folks that are friends of MB Dance and friends of mine to this day. It was exciting to be able to connect with folks around the art outside of a formal performance setting and to be a little bit more informal and get to talk right after sharing some vignettes about what are the themes, what did this make you think of, how does this relate to your own life?
The program is really necessary. As everyone knows, dance artists need space. The fact that there are so many spaces that are not being used that could potentially be used by dance artists, it's a key challenge, and so the fact that they are pairing artists with spaces is a huge gift, both I think to the institutions involved and definitely to the artists.
Having time and space and resources to make work at every stage of your career and every stage of your creative process is really important. Access to these residencies, whether you're just at the beginning stages of something or like in the middle or at the final kind of juncture, allows you to be in a really supported environment. Also because my work is so rooted in like New York City underground dance culture, and to be now part of these CUNY spaces I think is really awesome. It feels right to be doing this kind of work in this city.
And so my hope is that bit by bit, performance by performance, campus by campus, we are reaching a broad spectrum of the New York City community overall, and that we're creating spaces for dance to thrive and to reach new people and ensure that New York City will stay the dance capital of the United States.